I know what you're thinking. What the fuck is this giant box? Well, I'll tell you what it is. It is something very nice that I got for the masquerade. So let's just slice it open and I will show you what is inside my bubble. You know what is inside the box? A smaller box. Now what is inside this box I found? What is this? Something dangerous this way comes. Yes. It's midnight and I can't sleep. After a long week of being sick, I had I came home Sunday night after karaoke and I had a fever and it didn't let up until today, and this is a Thursday. And I'm still kind of achy, so I've been out of work all all week, and but today I was finally able to get around and do some editing, right? So I've been editing on this uh, video ad for the masquerade, and I've been working on a video ad for the market, and I've been kind of like refining some of my ideas because we're still about 2 months out. Um, but I can't sleep. I'm overwhelmed. Um, and I've been coming up with ideas. By the way, this was scrapped. This was a oil drum that I was going to cut in half and then weld rebar in between to make like these little, closed sort of fire pits, so we could have heaters outside because it's an outside venue, which was really cool. I even went as far as to get the oil drums, and then we got scrapped because we can't have them at the venue. There's so much that I don't have, and there's so much that's already done, right? Like, I'm making the fire fans, but well, I'm sorry, the LED fans, fucking fire fans. Um, and all the wire is welded and shaped, and I had 24 foot of electrical wire, and I ran it up half of one fan, and I'm out. So I need more electrical wire to even do just one, which is kind of daunting because I want to make a total of six. Even though I don't know that I'll have three performers for this, I think I'm going to end up having two, so I probably only really need four fans. But if I put this act forward after this particular event for the play, I will want six. So I'm making six now anyway. Um, it doesn't matter. The point is that I have the LEDs, the resistors are on the way. I have to order the battery packs; those are pretty cheap. So like to see how it's all coming together, but at the same time, it's like there's a lot that I don't have. Like I have to go buy steel poles so I can like hang the curtains, and I have to cut the fabric into pieces of 20 feet or so, and I have to hem it so they fit around the pipe, and I have to get rope so I can and pulleys so I can hoist the curtains open. And I'm not going to see if any of that really works until 2 days before the show, and that's terrible. And all that's very scary because I'm still trying to catch up on bills. I mean, I'm still just working at like Starbucks and driving Lyft sometimes. And the, I was really hoping Lyft would be more, because honestly, like, I could make 260 a day and I could make nothing. Like, it was really good, and then it just kind of fizzled out. I don't know if it's the time of year or the weather or what, or maybe just where I'm at, but it's it's tough, and I'm really falling behind on a lot of things, and I'm like, well, I have to try to do this, and I know that's who I am, because just there's no way I could just not try. Um, Stars shining bright above you. So far this morning, I woke up to my heat having been turned off. Well, the power was turned off across the city. And then it came back on again, but my heat did not. So although my thermostat says that it's 80, or should be set at 80, it's actually 53 degrees inside. So I ate breakfast and watched, Indiana Jones, as one does. And then I thought I'd go drive some Lyft to make some money. So I went to Old Europe. They really should put their brand name on their koozies or their scarves. Anyway, I did that, and then I walked through the downtown area, and it was really nice and brisk. And I was like, oh, it's really cold, but it's really refreshing, because I've been in the house for a week because I've been sick with like a fever. And then I jumped in my car, and I was ready to drive Lyft with my chai in hand, my dirty chai. And they apparently had been online all night without knowing it. And they were like, hey, you can't be driving Lyft right now. You've been online for too long. You need to go rest. Wait a few hours. So I'm like, fuck. So then I went to the store. I picked up a whole pack of bacon. And I came back here, and I'm cooking a whole pack of bacon. And my package came in. These are my resistors, so I can start wiring LEDs. And I'm going to cook a whole pack of bacon, watch the movies, and I'm going to work over the budget for the show until I can drive. So, bacon! You're free, but there might be a slight inconvenience as you... So, Christmas 2022. So far, I say so far, it's like 3 in the morning. It went really well. I started off the day at one of my partner's house. I'm going to say that to be discreet. And, did some cuddling, and then woke up, got out of bed, drove home, checked on the cats. That was great. Took a nice bath, which was much needed, by the way, because the power has been on and off for like a few days now. So the heat hasn't worked, so I've been staying at like friends' houses because it's just been too cold to be at my house. And so I've been wearing like 3 or 4 layers of pants, and 3 layers of shirts, and 2 layers of jackets, 3 layers of socks, and all that jazz. So I really needed to take a fucking bath and just self-care for a minute. And then I drove Lyft for like 3 hours before going to my mother's, and it was great. I thought it was just gonna be me and my mother and Rick, which I was kind of tense about because I haven't really seen Rick since my transition. And then all of a sudden, I realized that my grandmother and my aunt and my uncle were coming, and I was like, yay! So it's the first time that we've all gotten together since like COVID, and maybe even before that, since my mom and papa passed away. So like that was intense. Anyway, we had dinner, and my mom gave me some pretty cool presents. She got me this amazing book that I asked for, and ooh, my grandmother uh, said she was going to get me some books because that's pretty much all I asked for this year was books. Um, and I couldn't really afford to give anybody presents, so I just brought my print books and I was like, please take anything you want. So they all took like a few. And I was like, that's cool. No biggie. Take as many as you want. And then my mom gave me some other stuff that she just didn't want around the house, like some of these iron uh, ornaments and these lanterns. And then she did something really cool. She remembered that she had a painting of mine that I guess I needed to store in her attic for some reason at some point. So she's like, "Yeah, I still have it in the attic, I think." And I'm like, "What? Do you have that? Really?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Ah, I need that. I need that. Can I see it?" you know. So here it is. It's this painting, and it's really weird because well, first of all, I think about this painting all the time. It sounds weird, but it's not. Like, I think about this background and it being post-apocalyptic like all the time because it's a very pivotal stage in my art like learning process. Like I had just started to kind of like go slightly away from my old style, and you could tell like there are hints of me going into that blobistic sort of style I was in for a while, like heavy expressionism, before tightening it back up before where I'm at now. So like it's just right there as I'm about to jump off that cliff, into something completely different because it's just